What if the 7 deadly sins aren't really about being evil? What if they're actually a warning about something much more human, our own instincts? For centuries, we've been warned about pride, greed, lust, envy, gluttony, wrath, and sloth. But look closely, and you'll notice something strange. Every one of these sins is connected to a desire that exists inside almost all of us. The desire to be important, the desire to have more, the desire for pleasure, the desire to avoid pain. So perhaps the real danger isn't having these impulses. It's losing control of them. 1. Pride. Confidence can be healthy. Being proud of your achievements can motivate you. But pride becomes dangerous when confidence turns into superiority. Humans naturally want recognition and respect. We want to feel valuable. But when our identity depends on being better than everyone else, criticism feels like an attack. And admitting we're wrong becomes almost impossible. Pride doesn't say, "I did something great." At its worst, it says, "I cannot be wrong." 2. Greed. Humans naturally want resources and security. Having more once meant having a better chance of survival. But there's a problem. Our desire for more doesn't always come with a definition of enough. More money, more possessions, more power, more status. The goal keeps moving. And eventually, the pursuit of wealth stops being about happiness and becomes about never wanting to lose what you've gained. Greed isn't simply wanting something. It's believing that the next thing will finally be enough. 3. Lust. Lust is another powerful human impulse. Attraction and sexual desire are natural parts of biology. But desire becomes dangerous when it overrides judgment. The immediate reward can feel more important than the consequences that come later. And that's a pattern we see throughout human behavior. We often choose what feels good now over what is better for us later. 4. Envy. We constantly compare ourselves with other people. Their success, their appearance, their relationships, their lifestyle. And social media has made this even harder to escape. We see someone else's best moments and compare them with our everyday reality. Envy doesn't just make us want what someone else has. It can make us believe that their success makes us less successful. 5. Gluttony. Gluttony is about excess. Food, entertainment, shopping, social media, modern life gives us almost unlimited access to pleasure. The problem isn't enjoying something. The problem is losing the ability to stop. One episode becomes 5. 5 minutes of scrolling becomes an hour. The real question becomes, can you walk away when you want to? 6. Wrath. Wrath is anger without control. Anger itself isn't necessarily bad. It can warn us that something is wrong. But when emotion takes control, rational thinking can disappear. A few seconds of rage can destroy a relationship, a career, or a decision that took years to build. Wrath isn't simply feeling angry. It's allowing anger to decide what you do next. 7. Sloth. Sloth isn't simply being tired. Rest is necessary. The deeper problem is avoidance. We avoid difficult conversations, difficult work, exercise, change. And avoidance gives us something immediately, relief. But that relief can become a habit. Eventually, temporary comfort becomes more important than long-term growth. So are humans naturally evil? Maybe not. Perhaps the 7 deadly sins represent something much simpler. normal human impulses without limits. Confidence becomes arrogance. Ambition becomes greed. Desire becomes obsession. Comparison becomes envy. Pleasure becomes excess. Anger becomes destruction. And comfort becomes avoidance. We can't eliminate these instincts, but we can learn to recognize them. Because being human isn't about never feeling temptation. It's about deciding what we do when temptation appears. Which of the 7 deadly sins do you think is the hardest to control? Pride, greed, lust, envy, gluttony, wrath, or sloth? Drop your answer in the comments. And if you enjoyed this video, subscribe for more stories about psychology, human nature, and the darker side of the human mind.